Well, good day, tubes. Whoa, door. How's she hanging? Pretty good here today. Feeling better than I was anyways. Why am I so dark? That's a little more better. Well, the lights I got in here and it was that dark. Maybe the camera's not adjusting right or something. I don't know. Doesn't like it. That's weird. Anyways, we're gonna work on this carburetor today and stick her back on. Boy, I wish I really actually would have painted it up, but I didn't get her quite clean enough for paint, so I mean that's alright. Would look nicer though, but anyways, that's alright. So yes, if you remember, the last carburetor we got in just wasn't the right size, and that's too bad. It's weird how that is different, but anyways, that's all we can do. So we got an extra carburetor, but we got some parts off that one there anyways to make this one work better, so should be all right. We're gonna have to definitely adjust needles and stuff to get her running right again, and we got to make a line for it too, a fuel line. See, now this is interesting because this carburetor has it, and I could run the fuel in this little bolt hole. Ooh, could run it in there. Someone's clanging something out there. Holy, I could run the fuel line into there, and that would save. That's interesting. This one. Okay, well, it doesn't really matter either way, I don't believe, but I mean, I've already got this guy kind of ready. Whoa, stop. Ready here for that, so we might just do it that way. I don't know. It would work good coming up to the end, but let's let's get her gooped up here anyways. This stuff's actually hardened a little bit. I guess it'll be all right. It feels like it's sealed down pretty good, so I'm gonna re-goop the top here maybe. Wonder if I should tear that off and redo it. Like, I got lots of gasket. This one was still good too, but they give you so many extras in these boxes here. Where, I guess this is the other one I got. Lots of carburetors, that's for sure. They give you 3 gaskets, so I'm gonna just peel this off. You know, it's probably fine. This stuff's just hardened a little bit. It's kind of not supposed to do that, but it did anyways, maybe from the cold. I don't know. And this gasket might still be fine anyways, but she'll have a little extra goopies onto her. There we go. Yeah, I'll clean it up again maybe and re-goop it here. Alright, so hopefully this one fits. Well, it should. It's the one that come off. It better fit or I'm gonna be mad. Okay, so yeah, we're looking good. Now, just trying to think. It doesn't fit. What? No, I'm kidding. It fits. It's good. Trying to think if I want to actually maybe use this rear port. I presume this is like a blocking bolt thingy that would fit in the side. That would be pretty, I'm just gonna run it like this, the way it was. I don't want to disturb all that. So I got to get the linkages on here, these guys. They're pretty cool. I don't know if you can see, they slip back and then slip on like that. And this one should fit for the throttle. If I can get her out. See, this one fits perfectly. I probably just totally blocked you there, but I do apologize for that. But we got the linkages on here anyways, and can make sure that cable's free. Look at that, they even fit. And I'm gonna use these new nuts that come with it because they're a lock nut. And this is the tricky part here because you gotta try to get them started while you don't add it on too far because you really don't have a lot of room in there. So I got that one on. See, that one I started and I got it too far already. That's gotta come down a little bit. Sorry if I'm blocking you here. I should have probably cleaned the top of that manifold here, but we'll be all right, I think. All right, so it's a little bit of fishing here on in till we hit the locks. See, I'm feeling better. Still tired. Get to about 4 o'clock at the end of the day, and I'm like, I think that's about it for today. I'm still on the Xylitol or whatever it's called, blood thinners. We should leave this carburetor loose and see how much of a nuisance it is to get started. No, I'm not doing that. Why won't it start? Now, I'm sure there's probably a torque that these things should be at. I have no clue how you get any kind of a wrench in there to measure torque, but you don't want them loose, but you don't want them probably tight because you'll probably end up breaking the cast in there. I'm just gonna go, let me feel that once more here. I usually go until it starts oozing out a little bit of stuff. Yeah, that should be lots. All right, let's just make sure, yeah, choke's still working. It's a little bit grabby though on a little, I guess that's the way it's supposed to be, so it kind of stays on. And the throttle. Let's try that. Yeah, seems to be working. All right, now I've got to do the part I really wasn't looking forward to do. Is to make a line for it. And we got to come from way in here, and I probably should have left that off because I'm gonna have to get in there and somehow tighten that line. If it's gonna be that much of a nuisance, I might pop this exhaust off again. You know, I got it exactly right where I want it right now. It's perfect right there. It's nice and solid. I'm gonna try without it, but I gotta come out of here, go through this great big hole there, and then turn and kind of come down through here, and then I've got my, it'll go bend, and then onto here. This is the part I don't like because I usually end up making things too short, but what I'm gonna do, I guess, is, oh boy, that's gonna be a real nuisance to get down there. It'd be nice if that radiator wasn't there, but I can't get it off, so to get it in and then bent, I'm gonna have to get in there and try to bend it and then get it fished into there, and then get it, and then somehow get the rest of the spool coming out here and get as much as I think I'm gonna need, and then cut it, and then I'll have to probably do the second flare right here. I'm gonna go in and do the first one and get it started there, I guess, so. Oh, fun stuff. All right, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen me flare a fitting before. Always remember to put this guy on first. That really sucks, and I've done that many times. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen me flare fittings before here. But we'll do it again here, one anyways, and then the other one I'm gonna have to do in there, I think. So, okay, so what you gotta do is take your little die, which I call here, and you wanna put her on the edge of that little ridge there, just so it's about the same height as that. Down here a bit. Oh. So she's about, oh come on now. She's about flush like that. Then you want to crank this down. And this is, it's got little knurls inside here. I don't know if you can quite see those. And what that does is it bites into the line to hold it while it's getting squished. So you probably don't have to go right down right tight, but I do anyways. And then you know she's not gonna move on you. Should be good. All right. So you want to put this guy in here first. Like that. It's not perfectly flat there. We'll see what happens here. Now you got to get out your little press. This feller here, and you put him right down inside there, and hopefully it'll press it somewhat squarish. If it doesn't, well, you got to nip it off and do her again. So then you just tighten this down until that gap's gone right there. And this is the nickel copper stuff, so it's fairly soft. Goes pretty good. Straight steel line, it's a lot harder. Or bigger stuff's a bit harder too. Okay, that's squished enough. I think maybe we'll go just a hair bit more. Yeah, that's about it. Sometimes you can split the line open too, and I have done that before, and then you start again. Let go. One of them Chinese puzzles. So this should come out easily. If it doesn't, well, not crazy about that flare. I kind of wondered if the line wasn't perfectly, but we'll put this on here and we'll see what this will do. So then you just take this, squish this out a little bit. Don't go crazy, but I'm not crazy on that one. We'll see how this finishes here though. And this just kind of opens her a little bit. And this is actually the lip that it's going to seal on, I believe. It's the other one we just made that the fitting pushes on, and this is the one that it actually seals on the inside there. I don't know if I like that or not. Sometimes if you don't get them good, it'll leak. I think that'll be all right now. This is a pretty soft line. Yeah, that's not too bad now. I mean, this one, I'm not crazy about this guy here because it's got these lines in it, I guess, from when they machined that piece down. And it actually leaves those lines in there, and I think sometimes you get a leak there. But on the inside of the fitting is kind of the reverse, if it'll focus on that, kind of the reverse of that guy, and that's what that thing sits in there on. Alright. Oh, I forgot to put the fitting on. No, I didn't. I'm just tricking you. Holy jumping. Oh, maybe if I go the right way, that'd be more better. I'm working backwards. Alright, let's just see how this looks. And sometimes I've noticed too, this thing will kind of crimp us a bit too much here, and oh, that's not too bad. So yeah, that tightens down with the threads on here, and then it, can't really show you, but it pinches it in there, and I guess if you get her tight enough, sometimes you got to really crank these on to keep them from leaking. It'll work, but I don't know, it's just such a, seems like such a primitive type of way to do it now, but I mean, it works, but yeah, you know. Alright, let's go in and see if we can get this fished into this thing here. It's just got a little bit of a bend in there or something right at the end there. It might be interesting to try to get that in there. But it doesn't look too bad. I know it's not focusing. There we go. Doesn't look too bad. It should be alright. Alright, we're going to try to work it from the other side. Boy, I wish I had that radiator off. Now, this is going to really probably suck trying to get this in here because of where I got to go with it. Boy, game plan. So far that's not bad, but I got to get it in around behind that muffler, I think. Fun. Yeah, we're almost there. It's gonna need some definite bending, but I gotta get it around this muffler here. I gotta come back around. Gotta get it, let's move you here a little bit. Oops, sorry. Gotta get it going up through here first though, which is gonna be the fun part. Gonna have to move you guys back a bit. So gotta get it through here. Up through there. And then it's gotta, oh boy, this is gonna be quite a job. Well, let's work on, I guess. Let's work on getting her into that tank first, I guess, there. So you're actually not too bad here. I might just put you down a little bit. All right, if you guys stay there, it might be good to see it all. Just I almost want to say I was putting off doing this because I hate doing lines, honestly. But I want to do it right, you know. I want to do it and make sure it's done the right way. And not try to tinker too hard, but we gotta. Oh, we're so close right there. Well, that's right where she should be. Get my fitting around here now. I might have just bent her into the bend here. Oh, you stupid fitting. I almost think I was putting off doing the line here because, like, I don't know, they're not a lot of fun, especially buried under here like this. But I'm not sure if oh boy, that's going to be a tight fit in there for me. I still got to get her in and get her started and make sure. I don't even know if it's square. You know, it's got to go in square too, right? Oh boy. Oh boy. I almost feel like I can't quite get in tight enough here to get in here. Okay. Ah, boy, I wish that exhaust was still off. I might have done better doing it that way. Because I could get right in there, but it's really tight through there. But this will get started for me here. If I can just get my hand maybe in the right spot. Holy shnikes. I need little hands for in here. Okay. I could just get that to start. Oh crap. It's really hard to see what angle it's at there too, but I think it might be started, but did it start? Oh crap, I think it did. No kidding. Okay, now the next fun hurdle, I'm really glad actually now that I used the longer one. I gotta get in there with my wrench. Where did I put that? Where the heck did I put my wrench? There it is. And boy, I hope that started. And I get very, 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 very little. Very, very little turning on it. Boy, I don't know if I can even get enough on it with this guy. Wow. Because that's got to get cranked on there pretty darn good. And if it's right above this silly rocker cover bolt here. Well, unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to take off that muffler to give me some more clearance. Oh, man. Didn't really want to have to do that, but I think I could get in here better. Let's start it, that's for sure. I don't know whether I can get the wrench in there. I'd really like to not have to take this off. Maybe I can get enough in here. Oh, that part's just a bit in the way. Just a little bit in the way. If it was a little bit shorter, this wrench, it would have fit perfect. So I got room between them here. I'm gonna go grab a 7/16. I don't know what we'll do here. I'm gonna grab a 7/16 regular wrench just to get her going. So they got these kind of gear wrenches now that has an opening. That would work good in there. That would work good too if I didn't have to go through that that hole. But anyways, I think I can bend the gear head wrench around a bit, just enough to get me a little bit on there. Oh, that got her tighter. Let's try the line wrench again. Oh, no. It's on there, but then I'm right at the bottom. So, oh man. I'm gonna get these things fairly tight to get a good seal there. So hopefully this is not gonna leak on me. Because what we're doing now is we're squishing the line down with that flare onto like that other fitting I showed you. And sometimes these things, I don't know, they don't seal real nice, and you end up having to crank her down more and crank her down more, and eventually it'll stop. But I don't know, I figured by now they would have come up with a little better system. Oh, darn it, fell off. Okay, we'll try her. That's actually not too bad. Now, we gotta run her down the front corner side here and get her to, well, let's get you down here a bit more. Okay, without torquing that up there too hard, I should have some kind of grommet or something. What I'll do is I'll get a piece of hose, like fuel line hose, I was thinking, and run a piece of that up there. I'd probably slit it down the middle and then put on some zip ties or something to hold it going through that hole. Okay, so that should kind of go down kind of right about there somewhere. Let's go get the other fitting. Oh darn, I need to get my pipe dope too. I have to go get that. All right, I think we're good to go here. I've been mixing up my dope. Don't need very much of this stuff. Oh, it's good stuff though. I don't know what it is about this stuff. I just love the smell of it. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Probably gonna put on way too much like I normally do, but I've never had anything ever leak. I'm sure that'll be lots. Ugh. All right, so yeah, I could have gone right in the end. That would have been simpler, but oh well, I went and got this fitting special for this guy, so that's all right. Okay, let's see. What the heck size is this thing? Oh, not quite a 13, huh? And it's not quite a half an inch either. Huh? What the heck size is that then? Well, 14 would probably be too big. This will be, this will work, I guess. This is really, you gotta really be careful of these things. If you crank them down too hard, it will bend that thing and your fitting screwed. So yeah, I think that'll probably be good enough. Maybe face her that way a little bit. All right, now we gotta decide where we want this. Now I got a little bit extra up here. I can always bend her a little more. So it would stay kind of there. I would be pretty happy with that. So if we cut her about there, maybe. Do this one-handed now. I'm sure the line they did in the factory was probably a lot neater looking than this, but I can mess with it after there and get her going different places if we need to. Let's try to get this cut here. It might get hit by the line when she falls onto there, so I apologize in advance. Might have got ya. I just want to clean this just out a little bit. This stuff is really soft, so you gotta kind of watch that stuff. Ooh, stop. Okay, fitting. Don't forget to put your fitting on. Let's just make sure that's gonna fit in there. See, left-handed. Whew. Oh, I did her left-handed. Can't believe her. Okay, that should be good. Really glad I left that longer one on the top there, and hopefully it's not gonna leak. Oh man, hate doing lines. Okay, that should be all right to do whatever there. So we're gonna have to do this one, unfortunately, on here. I don't really want to take that off again. Better put her dope back together. Should clean the threads off of that. Do what it's meant to. All right, 1/4 inch. So on here, as you can see too, there's the different sizes. I don't know if you can see that. Different sizes for the different size lines. I don't think I've ever used the 1/2 inch or maybe the 3/8, but everything else pretty well. Okay, which one are we? Second one. Ooh, go back there. Tight. And this is going to be a lot more trickier doing it on here. Ooh, got her bang on right there. I'll take her. Yeah. Don't lose your little thing there, because that would not be so good. Now I need my... doing her on the machine. And yes, it does make it a little more difficult. Should hold her, hopefully. That's it. All right. Now, get this guy ready. It does make it a little more difficult doing her on like this, but hopefully she all goes all right. So, I guess you guys can see pretty well there. Ooh, the one side isn't really held on by much on this little clamp. Thank goodness this stuff's soft. Okay, I'm gonna have to stand up. Oh my goodness, the legs don't work. Try to go a little bit more with it. That should be it. Holy jumping. Who put that on so tight? Hopefully I can get this thing out of here again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sometimes they like to stick in a little bit, but I think it's coming. Come on, baby. Maybe I put her down too tight. Oh, I hope not. Oh, there we go. Whew. Don't lose that. How's that looking? Not too bad. This will reshape her to where we want her. Put that other little double flare to it. Gosh, nicer we're in the vise. Should be lots. Oh, he's jumping. Who put that on? Well, it's not looking too bad, I don't believe. We'll have a closer look here in a minute. Yeah. Should be alright. We won't know until we put the gas to her, though. And I can't remember now if I have. This has a shut off on it, but it's on the other side. You got a real long screwdriver, slotted screwdriver to reach in. I'll show you where that is in a second here. To reach in to shut this thing, the fuel off if you wanted to. There we go. Okay, now. I think that's a 7/16. Yep. Alright, I want to try to keep her away from the fuel as much as possible there. Well, that doesn't feel right. Oh, come on, you fit in there before. Why aren't you going now? I hate these things, they're terrible. Because you don't realize you're stripping them until too late. But you need to have steel. I hate seeing these tractors when these people run these rubber lines down. Holy crap, that is so dangerous. So dangerous. Okay, I think we're just about there. And yeah, I'm gonna get a chunk of fuel line, I think, and somehow get up there and slide her up and put some zip ties to her, and then where it goes through that that hole there. So I'm gonna bend this a little bit differently here. That's totally moving that fitting, isn't it? I wonder if I should try to go around again. It's not very tight there. I think I'm gonna try once more. Darn it, now I gotta take this out again. I just don't like putting a lot of torque on these brass fittings here because it doesn't take much to bend them things up. And then she's junk, and then you're putting a new one in. Oh yeah, that's probably better now. Except a little bit too much. Feels tighter anyways. It'll harden up eventually, that stuff. All right. Actually, I have a fuel line I could use. Rubber stuff for the buffering, the grommet we'll call it. That's probably going to leak. We're probably going to have to adjust that. But when I got this thing, it had a line coming down kind of through the backside here, and then it went into that big two little short lines, and it went into that whatchamacallit, fuel filter thing. But the only filtering system I got is the one in the tank here, so which maybe not so good either, but I think it'll be all right. Okay, that's pretty good away from everything. I'm gonna go get a piece of fuel line, I think, slit her and then stuff her up there and see if I get some zip ties on it. But yeah, we should be all good. Okay, so where we hooked that thing on there, if I zoom in here, and if it keeps focus, you'll see that screw there. Yep, that guy. That's your shut on and off. So you have to unscrew that to turn the fuel on. It's kind of a neat idea, but I guess it'll work. And it does work. I have tested that when I pressure tested everything. It seemed to work good. So I guess put some fuel in her here and see what happens. It's all looking good in there now. So let's see if I can get you in there with the light. Well, maybe not, but it's dark, I know, but it's nice and clean anyways. It's not going to focus on that. Anyways, this new 4K camera that I've had for a few years now, I just haven't used it because it's kind of heavy and big and bulky and stuff, and it does shoot pretty nice. So the sound's kind of weird. It kind of goes from one side to the other, and I've tried to adjust it and it doesn't seem to want to. So I always hold the camera in my right hand, so my head's like here, so I'm talking, so you hear the sound coming in from like the far left corner, probably on your speakers, which kind of sucks, and that's the way she is. But anyways, let's get some gas and maybe a couple towels to put under there just in case it starts to leak, and we'll turn it on and see what happens. All right, we got some gas in here. It's just with a little screen in there. If I could get a camera in there to show you, I would, but you know, the way she works, I guess. But let's get a towel just underneath this here, so when I turn this feller on here, it potentially, hopefully, won't leak, but you never know. So turn her on. Oh, and the valve itself is leaking. That's great. I love that. Maybe it'll stop leaking when I crank it right open. Oh, isn't that just lovely? I don't think the fitting's leaking, but the stupid valve itself is. Oh man, why does that have to leak? Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, seriously? I'm gonna have to take this tank off again now? Oh, are you kidding me? As soon as I opened this valve, it started to leak. I thought if it was right open, it might stop, but it's not stopping. Isn't that ridiculous? Oh, maybe it'll slow down, but I'll leave her for a minute. At least I know the gas is getting there. Gotta check this other side though at the carburetor. If it's leaking. Oh man, I can't believe that stupid thing's dripping in there. It wasn't before. Well, no, this one looks good. It's dry down here. That's one good thing. Oh, that stupid thing. That means I'm gonna have to take this tank off again and try to get a new valve for that guy, and that's gonna have to probably come in from Steiner. Well, I wanted to start it today, but I don't think I want to start it when it's leaking. I wonder why that would start leaking now. I guess it's had gas in it that whole time, and yeah, she's not slowing down much, but it's all good down here. Seems like it's fine there. Could open up the bottom here maybe if I can get a screwdriver on it, just to see if the gas is down into the carburetor. Oh, I might not be able to get this one off too easily here. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's fuel coming into that little guy. Okay. So, we're good. Except for that stupid valve. It might swell up maybe overnight. I might just leave her one night there. gonna shut it off again here now so I don't get too much gas all over the bloody place. It might swell up overnight and maybe stop leaking. I'll try it again tomorrow. Try her again tomorrow and see if it's still going, and if it is, then I'll have to, looks like order a new one. You know what, I was gonna do that too. I'm like, nah. It'll probably be fine. Probably not. So, that sucks. I had another towel here. What'd I do with it? Uh-oh. 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 Oh, there it is. I just want to put it under here for maybe tonight. Just to catch anything. Oh, I can't believe that's the only stupid thing that was leaking. So once we get that on or figured out what are we going to do with that, we got to get our, let's back you up here a bit, we got to get our sheep grease out of the way. That'll be a good idea. We got to get our air tube on here and the cleaner, the air cleaner. I got to remember where the heck that goes now. Oh boy. I think it bolted into here, the cleaner. We got that brand new cleaner. Let me go grab her. We'll probably put it on now. Oh, I got my brandy new cleaner. Sweet. And I had a bit of a heart failure because I lost the bolts. I'm like, oh crap, where did I put them? Couldn't remember. Found them though. I did find them. So that was good. All these I probably should be zip tying. They're actually putting in a loom. Boy, do I have some. Do I have some loom? That would probably be better if they were all zip tied together. Maybe I'll clean that wiring up a little bit first. I did the other side, but I don't know why I didn't finish that side off. Oh boy, that thing's even leaking when it's shut off now. That's not good. That's not a good thing. Gonna have to figure something out for that, I guess. It's gonna have to drain it all out again. I put a fair bit of gas in it too, but that's the, oh crap. I better not encapsulate that thing. That needs to stay out. Wasted one. Yeah, that stupid thing's still leaking. Oh man. I don't know if I like that too much. So I'm gonna have to work on that now. I might as well just go ahead and order one of them things, I guess. Shut off and have to get that gas drained out again. I'm gonna take this line off the carburetor and let it drain back into the tank, I guess. What a stupid thing, eh? I don't know. What can you do? What can you do? All right, that's pretty good there. I think I'm gonna go ahead and work on this line here first, get this gas drain back out of here. Yeah, it's leaking. It's leaking even when it's frickin' sitting there. Oh man, that means I'm gonna take all this line off again. Oh. Well, I got the line loose here. We'll hopefully fish on this guy and then just dump her back into the tank. Oh man. Fuel stuff is such a pain. And I'll dump her back into the tank there, and I'll go around here and turn her back on. Let her drain in. Hopefully we'll hear it dribbling. You might not, who knows. What a silly thing that is. Okay, she's open. I think I can hear it dribbling. I think I can hear it dribbling. So, looks like we gotta take the tank off again. Or get her fairly, well, yeah, right off, I guess. Let's just see here if we're... Oh, I can hear it. Yeah, she'll drain out. Oh man, what a setback. Anyways, I guess we'll still mount this thing on. I haven't put oil in the bottom of this cup yet, but we will potentially do that sometime soonish. And it's got to fit up in there. This line's going to be a bit in the way there. should be about it. I didn't take this line out yet. I guess I should. It wouldn't take much to rip that out of there. Come on, baby. I wonder if I should leave this a little bit loose until I get the air tube on, which we need to get a new hose cut for the joint on the carburetor, and probably this one up here too. Alright, I only brought my ratchet wrench. I should be able to get in there and get it tighter. Wait a minute. Let me grab that tube here for a second. Oh. Boy, yeah, I guess that'll fit on there. Okay, it just didn't seem right. It seemed like, wait, this guard is gonna be way in the way here. What's going on here, bud? Oh, I can't believe I gotta drain the gas out again. This should be alright to go tight, I guess. Although I'm gonna need a ratchet for that one. And really the only reason I'm replacing this was, well, it was really dirty inside. And honestly, I didn't want to take the time to clean it up as much as I was gonna need. So I thought, well, oh yeah, and the one little grabber bracket thing was missing off it, and they had it all wired up weird. I'm like, no, that's not right. I'm gonna leave that a little bit loose, so I got a bit of. Or do I need to? Well, let's see here. Where did I put the tube? Oh, I really should clean up this tube and paint it too, really, shouldn't I? They started painting it from this side, so I guess this was. Like that, I guess. So we need another hose connector there. I don't remember now what was on there before. Don't really remember. Oh man, I'm taking this tank off again. That one bolt at the front really sucked. Anyways, so I gotta get a new hose for this guy, so let's head her back in the shed and see if the radiator hose I got will work for that. Alright, let's get this old one off of here first. Grab another flat screwdriver. Back up on the shelf. Very tight anyhow. I think this hose that's on here is pretty perished. Pretty darn. And I think I'm gonna need another clamp. I might have to go see if I can get another clamp. Oh man. That's on there pretty good. Oh, is that ever dried and hard, this stuff? Holy jumping, how am I gonna get off of there? There's gotta be a way. We need a good ripping and prying tool maybe. Let's put you down a bit. You're looking. Man, I got this camera all messed up today. Hang on, there we go. Holy shnikes. How far is that going on too? That's going on to like right here. Of course it is. Holy jumping. I might somehow have to cut this off. I think we got her there. Oh, I think I want to paint this pipe. I'm going to clean this up before I stick her back on and paint her. Look at that old rotted hose. Holy jumping, get lost you. So hopefully this hose is going to fit on here. Ooh, she's going to be a tight fit, but I think if... That was cleaned up real nice. That might work. Oh, that's gonna take forever. Okay, let's get. It's all dirty on the inside too. It's not terrible bad, but there's some in there. Let's get some sort of sanding stuff. I just want to see if this hose I've got is going to work, or if I'm going to have to maybe warm it up a bit. I'm going to take this down, sandblast it, and prime it nice, and give her some pink. Because real men have pink air tubes. No, I'll probably paint it black or maybe red, or it's an awful lot of red on it already, so maybe I'll do it black or something. See what I got for paint. I really don't want to have to go out to buy paint, so got a fair bit down there. I got some red here actually, and I got some zinc rich primer. Okay, that should be all right. Well, let's just see here. This is a 1.5 hose. Where's my measuring device? Measuring device. And it's not exactly, oh come on. It's not exactly a round pipe, but she's a little bigger than 1.5. Uh-oh. That might make a bit of a fight. But I think this is rubbery enough. If I spray some... If I spray some of that on there, and... Oh boy, she might be a good fight. Oh yeah, I think it'll work. I'll be happy with that, I think. That should suck enough air through there, and then one on the other end, and we're ready to rock. So, same on this feller for the other side. Oh yeah, that'll work. Okay, not quite ready for that yet, because I want to paint this thing first. So, that should be good. We'll get that painted up in the next day or two here, and we should be good to go. I gotta get a stupid tank off again. I'm gonna have to order a whatchamacallem thing here. Let's see if I can find one on the website. Alright, so I looked it up. Steiner Tractor has it. They want $34.95 for the valve. That's it there. And to ship it to me, they want another $38.54. It's more to ship it than what the part's worth. Isn't that awful? So that one there is a total of $73.49. So I looked on Fix That Ford too, and oh, let's see here. They want $48.38 for the part, and that's it there. And they want another $47.50 to ship it, so it's going to be over $80 for that one. Oh, that's a lot for a stupid little valve, isn't it? Why am I so dark? I think I'm going to have to go back to my other camera. I don't know. I just can't get on this one. I think I had that problem before. I really don't like the sound it does. It's a pretty good camera other than that, but to me, when I look at the thing here, I'm really dark, and it shouldn't be. So if I go this way, I'm good all of a sudden. So I don't know, the auto lighting thing is screwed up or not working or whatever. Oh boy. I want to get it from Steiner because they're a little faster. Fix That Ford takes a while sometimes. Let's just look up Ford on Amazon. You never know. Ford 800 fuel valve maybe. Well, that's bringing up stuff for a car. Fuel shut off. Oh, that didn't bring up that either. Oh, might have to sit down here a few minutes and sometimes Amazon has Some pretty good stuff, but let's just try it. 4800 fuel tank and see what that brings up. It's bringing up all car stuff. Oh, it was probably going to be cheaper on there. Well, leave it with me for a minute. I'll see what else I can find here. All right, well, I ordered one from Steiner. I paid a little bit more, which would have been about the same price as the Fix That Ford, to get it here a little quicker so we can get this going here. Is this still dribbling here some, I wonder? A little bit. I'll just leave her going, I guess. It's dripping up there real good. Isn't that awful? Talk about tick me off. But, oh man, that's gonna be, what am I gonna do with that? I have to get more towels stuffed in there, I guess, so it absorbs. I don't want it leaking all over the bloody thing. Well, we got her off. What a pain that was. It's not too bad, really. You just have to really unloosen this bolt here and then take those off, and then off she comes. But man, when I took the line off, oh, it started flooding out like crazy then. So this has really got some problems going on in here. Oh my gosh, that's all I needed. But anyways, let's get her off. There's still actually a... What? There's still quite a bit of fuel still in it. So what I'll probably do is get it off and then just leave it on there. If I can get it off, hopefully it comes off. I wonder what the chances are of that being metric. It shouldn't really be. It should be, well, maybe a 3/8. That'll work. And we need this. Oh yeah, and this stupid ratchet. It's been giving me some problems too. I want to replace it with something else maybe. Oh, not very tight. Kind of surprised. Gosh, I wish that thing would just... It was fine before. It wasn't leaking at all. So, I mean, all I did was kind of took the fuel out and let it dry out for a little while, and that's probably all it is. But I don't know if I can get this thing even apart. If there's an O-ring or something inside, or some kind of packing. This thing's pretty old. Oh, I know. You're fine. And just like that. Oh, look at all the stuff that was in there. Oh, it's interesting. I think it was just all underneath here. It was all sort of settled in the bottom. That's interesting. I didn't sandblast this tank. I took my power sander to it. So what is sealing? I guess that is it there. Some rubber seal there. So I better not mess with that too much. I'll have to put it together with something though that I think it's just, this thing is, I don't know, there's something in here that's just wore out. It's just too loose, I believe. So hopefully I didn't, I don't think any sandy stuff would have fallen in. It all seemed to be kind of down on the bottom here. But that's interesting. That's all it is that seals that in. I thought there would have been some kind of gasket or something, but I will probably goop it up with, ooh, I gotta watch. Ooh, that's not so good in there either, actually. I didn't really notice that before. So that might have been a flow restriction there kind of thing, but well, I think for now though, what I'm gonna do is I don't really want to stick that back in there, but I don't want to leave that open to let all the stuff kind of. I think I'm just going to leave it in there for now, just so that then I'll have to leave it up sitting like this, I guess. Once again, the left hand. Okay, it might be just both hands. Oh boy. I'm just going to leave her together for now so the gas won't be all evaporating and stuff. And we need this guy. Surprised there was that much stuff in there. It's like sand. I don't know how you get sand into it. Like maybe from up underneath or something, but yeah, keep it from evaporating out. But yeah, look at it all in here. Must have been stuff that was, how the heck would that have got underneath that though? I don't get that. That doesn't make sense. I don't know. But anyways, we'll get that there when we get that in. We'll get that on, put her back together, and hopefully it doesn't leak and we're all good. So I guess my next thing is I'll take this down with me and sandblast, clean up and repaint that thing, make it look a little nicer. And we can put that guy together, but I'll probably wait until I get that other part in. We'll do this all freshly painted up and put that new tank thing on. We'll be all good to go. So I guess that is it for today. Couldn't think of anything else I need to do on this thing right now. It shouldn't be, no, it's good now in here. Not too gassy smelling. I got her all off again. Oh man. Well, we did good until that, but oh, bother. Anyways. So, that's good. Everything else should be fine. I guess whenever we get the tank ready to rock here, and we can do this hosing and stuff here. I'm going to need a couple more clamps, though. I don't think I've got enough. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure that out, because I'm going to need one for here, one for the tube, one for the tube, and one for there. So I'm going to need like 3 more clamps. Boy, oh boy. I might have to go clamp shopping, maybe. Get some new clamps for it. But anyways, yeah, we should be all good. And after that, once we get everything back together, and this back together, and we can put the hood on. I think we're good after that, hopefully. Hopefully we're good after that. I really should have painted the hood, but it wouldn't look right if I didn't paint the whole thing. You know what I mean? If I just did, you know, the console and the hood and maybe the fenders, I mean, that wouldn't look too bad, but then the rest of it wouldn't look nice. You know, yes, I've painted a couple things here and there, whatever, and it makes it look kind of funny too, but I'd rather paint the whole thing, but I don't have facility for that. So that's why I haven't done that. I mean, I could paint the hood, but I can't really paint the whole tractor. I don't have the proper venting and facility for that. So probably if I get it out and pressure wash it and maybe clean it up that way, it might start to look a little better. We'll get some stuff on it and clean it up, and then it'll probably look a little better. It's still got stuff on it, you know, like on the back axle there from when I brought it home from the stuff splashing up. So if I get that washed off, it'll look a lot nicer too, I'm sure. But yeah, I just don't have the facility to paint the whole thing, proper ventilation and whatever have you, right? So I'm not gonna do that. But I think if I cleaned off the hood and the console and painted that, it just wouldn't look right. It would look better, yes, but it just wouldn't look right if everything wasn't painted. So I'm not gonna bother painting it, I don't think. So anyways, there we go. That was a real pain in the rear end, but we'll wait for new parts to come for that and slap her back together. Gotta maybe do something with this too. This is the, whoa, almost dropped. Yeah, this camera's so heavy. This is the overflow here, and it's broken off. It's supposed to come down into here. I'm not really sure what to do there. Just let her kind of blow over and then let her go wherever it wants, or it'd be nice to get her going down there. But I might, maybe be able to solder on a piece of that stuff like we used today for this line here. That might work. If I can get the solder to stick to that, I'd have to get her, oh come on. I'd have to get her cleaned up real super good. That doesn't seem like that's right, but we'll figure that out after. Might be able to get a piece in there, bring it down here, and then run her down through. This stuff looks like it's maybe a little bigger, but that would probably work. If I can get it to solder on there real nice, get it nice and hot, and try not to melt more solder, because this neck thing is probably soldered in there too, so that or glue it or something with some kind of gluey stuff. But anyways, I guess that's it for that today. I'm disappointed. I wanted to get her running for you and you know, see how the carburetor was and get her tuned up and fired up and going, but we got a little bit more to do. Anyways, that's it for today. Thanks again for watching. Oh man, I'm so upset. I wanted to get it running. I'm gonna have to get it going soon here because I got a garden I'm gonna have to till up here soon and cultivate and disc and stuff. Now I got the 2N, but I'd like to use this one. This is kind of the idea to get her going. And soon I want to do my BILLSTMAXX tractor show, right? With the tractors and there's 2 engines back in here. Let's go back in here again. These 2 engines that are back in here, some of you maybe haven't seen them before. It's been a while anyways, I haven't had them going for a while. There's a 1919 Empire hit and miss engine and my, about 1940s-ish Wolseley engine back there. It's a hit every time. And this one's a bang, bang, you know, hit and miss. Been a while since I had them going, so need to get them out, get them going for the tractor show. So anyways, yeah, that's it, I guess. We'll catch us all when we get the parts in. And I might have another little project coming up here soon too. I've got to make some more steaks. Oh, I want steak now, I'm starving. No, name steaks, and I don't have one here for an example, but it's basically a 1 thick, 2 wide by 24 inch, like so I can write people's names on it when they buy plots back there. I'm almost out again, but I think I want to go and actually get instead of buying the actual 1x2s that you can buy in like a bundle, I think I actually want to buy like a 2x10 or something and use the table saw here and cut those out of that, kind of like sawmilling almost, right? I want to do that because I think it would probably be cheaper in the long run, plus probably the same everywhere now, but the 2s now are not a solid piece. They're finger jointed all together, and I'll tell you what, most times those finger joint things aren't too bad, but sometimes they're really terrible. They all fall apart there. So one time we used to buy 1x2s in solid pieces here, don't anymore, so I'm gonna have to do it that way and run it through there, and then probably cut them in 24 sections and then run it through the saw. Oh, actually, you know what? I've got some here. I just moved the junk. This is what we did last time. Remember when we were testing it out? Exactly like that. I think we took this out of a 2x4. And then I got to put the point on them. And then I write the names and the plot information on the front there and drive it in. Those actually work pretty good. So, but I want to get some more and do some more because I go through a fairly staggering amount of them things actually. So I got some there that were our test ones, but I'll get I don't know, like a 2x8 or even, or a 2x10 or something, and we'll cut some out of it. That'll be a project we'll do one day here. So, but anyways, that's it for today. I'm gonna get the sandblasted, painted, my tube, and we'll go from there. So thanks again for watching. We'll catch you all later, and you guys have a good day.